What's up, MP?
Lock in. It's game time.
Stronger second wave of
You got this, MP.
The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action. And as they came into the building, the players were plenty fired up themselves. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. And tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Indiana Pacers. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. You'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The backcourt pair for them, Halliburton and Brown. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Nesmith, and it's Turner in at the 5 spot. And for New Orleans, they've got Jonas Valanciunas. Colum is out there with Big Daddy. Then it's Brandon Ingram, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. Hey, Brent, you think we might be watching the future of the league tonight? Two very young teams with superstar-level talent.
Well, some teams, Kevin, develop and they try to teach lessons through losing. But what I like about these squads is they're focused on winning right now.
And the Pacers start off with the ball. Now Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Here's Valanciunas. It's Ingram on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Over Nesmith. And it's Ingram missing. Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to Halliburton. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Now here's McCollum. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. To the inside. The Big Daddy passes to Valanciunas. That one goes. Count it.
Valanciunas, one of the bigger men in the league, and he loves to live in the paint.
Greg, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
You know, Greg, one thing you got to admire about Miles Turner is how sensational a shot blocker he is. Every year among the leaders in the NBA.
And Kevin, such a dependable defensive anchor. Someone that just reads shooters well, knows when to go after the block.
This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough, players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grabbed Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players, And those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round, defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds for this front office.
Here is something great from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
And so it's Indiana with it. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's McCollum. Inside. Here's Big Daddy. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Valanciunas. McCollum outside. Over Halliburton. McCollum no good.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
To the middle. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Let's see some of the numbers here for Obi Toppin.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
The Big Daddy passes to Valanciunas, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Indiana leading by 9. Halliburton with it. Now defended by McCollum. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. The kick out to Brown. Halliburton passes to Nesmith. And here is Turner. And Jones over to help. Good. Turner's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The pass to Jones. McCollum outside. Mathurin against Jones. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Valanciunas. And again, no good by New Orleans. Now the Pacers with it. They've got a 13-2 run going.
And what I admire about Bruce Brown, he's just determined to make winning plays.
Greg, he goes into the game saying, how can I impact it? What do I have to do? Do I have to defend? Do I have to block shots? Do you need me to hit a 3? Do I have to get inside and score? He answers those questions every night.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Now here's Turner. 6 points for him. Over Zeller. The shot by Turner no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now, here's Marshall following the miss by Miles Turner. McCollum outside, over to the wing. The Big Daddy passes to Zeller. McCollum against McConnell. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Turner. Last outing for the Pelicans. It was a loss to the Pacers in Indy. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Indiana again missing. And here's Marshall will bring it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 10. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that. When you're in an opponent's building, you got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's Miles Turner making things happen for Indiana. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Filling the perimeter slots are Halliburton and Heel. Jackson is changing it up here. Greg, there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, more certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
The Big Daddy passes to Ingram. Over Mathurin. It's hauled in by Brown. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Zion Williamson is, of course, unique athletically. His teammate C.J. McCollum says, I don't know if we'll ever see somebody with that strength, power, speed, and jumping ability. At times, the Pelicans' offensive game plan becomes simple, McCollum said. Get the ball to Z and get the heck out of the way. Kevin, I'm paraphrasing.
I know you are. I picked up on that, David. Thank you. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ingram kicks to Marshall. Here's Big Daddy. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
To the paint, here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Great at facilitating guys willing to move because Tyrese is a team-first type of player.
Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard.
Pushing it up, moving it up, and then Toppin with the jam.
And Toppin getting a little bit fancy with the throwdown that time.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. There's a good screen. Pass to Big Daddy. No good on the triple. Here's Indiana now. They're on a 16-7 run. Brown the pass to Halliburton. The feed to Jackson. Indiana moving the ball around. Brown kicks to Jackson. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Toppin. Not really his range, and it's off target. Pelicans trail by 17. 1:05 left in the first half. Here's Alvarado. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Indiana's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Halliburton passes to Toppin. The shot's good. Toppin's got 10 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Ingram. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. The Big Daddy passes to Valanciunas. Down low. Out to Ingram. Over Mathurin. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Indiana with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We come back right after this.
From the Western Conference, Luka Doncic.
We saw plenty of Luka magic over this stretch. He is quite simply must-see 2K TV. And not just here in the U.S. He's an international icon, kind of like you, Shaq.
I know you don't know what that feels like, Kenny, but believe me, it's satisfying.
Oh, see, I gave you a props, and then you go at me like that?
You don't even have a passport.
And back to the matchup at hand. Everything has been going smoothly for the Pacers.
We've talked about a lot of teams now playing inside out. These guys are punching it inside, and it's not coming out. They're turning toward the rim and attacking, and it's working for them.
Kenny, you're an expert on this. I love talking to you, comparing notes. You used to throw it to the big man every time.
Yes.
And then he'd kick it back out, and you made 7 threes in the finals. I already know.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, a fantastic game from Obi Toppin in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Cohen is out there with Big Daddy. Then it's Jones. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ingram in at the 4-man position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Three-pointer. Pacers with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Pass to Turner. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Passes it to Neesmith. Just 4 to shoot. Brown, good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The pass to Big Daddy. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Halliburton against McCollum. And Jones has it in the corner. For the three. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Brown against McCollum. Brown down low. He has 7. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Now a chance to look at the best new players in the game with our Rookie of the Year race. Things getting clear with a little over a month to go. You look at Big Daddy. You know, there have been moments for him this year, but overall it just doesn't look like he'll finish near the top of the list.
And the crop of young talent coming into the league this year, especially this group, has painted a very bright picture for the future of the NBA.
We see such great physical ability across the board with these young players. Some guys' polished skills are so impressive, but who becomes the star usually comes down to who puts in the most work.
Pelicans trail by 20. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Big Daddy. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram's work ethic has made him an all-star. He was in the Pelicans facility so much they banned him on off days. He said, "I hate it, but I use those off days to visualize the game." So what is he like? He says being called out. Players at this level think they're above that. Kevin?
Not him. Hey, David, thanks. Brandon Ingram, Tiny Dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. He has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
Marshall, he's checked in for Herbert Jones. Here's Turner, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And a lot gets said about Turner's defensive impact, but he's been cultivating his offensive game as well, becoming a bigger threat in that regard.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Turner. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. There's the pick. Pass to Big Daddy. Wants to get it to Turner and does. McConnell with it. Now defended by McCollum. McConnell scanning the floor. And Neesmith with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Turner with the screen. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. McConnell against McCollum. Puts it up from 12, and again it's Indiana converting. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Hey, Greg, we love watching T.J. McConnell on the floor. It's like watching a guard from a couple decades ago.
Substitution on the court.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Big Daddy, covered by Heel. Kicks to Ingram. Alvarado passes to Joe. 6 to shoot. And it's Ingram missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And so in the game for the Pacers. Toppin is out there with Buddy Hield. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Isaiah Jackson. And it's Nembhard in at the 2-guard spot. From deep. Hield kicks to Jackson. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Big Daddy, covered by Hield. Passes to Marshall. They set the screen. Here's Ingram. It's the target from 18 feet. Ingram's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because he seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Nembhard, the pass to Jackson. Hey, Brett, coming out of this last CBA, were you surprised how quickly the push for a hard salary cap was abandoned?
Yeah, I wonder, Kevin, if some of it was just the timing of the CBA and not having to go down into the trenches to talk about that level of what's happening financially around the NBA. Also, the small market teams were super opposed to having that be put in place because at times they want a chance to go all in as well.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
Here's Jackson. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight. Here's the screen. Here's McCollum. Out to Ingram. There's the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Brandon Ingram at that size constantly has a shooting window that's open.
1:41 left in the game. And there's the pass to Toppin. Ingram with the steal. Here's McCollum. Pacers with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pacers leading by 17.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pacers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And that one goes long. For Indiana, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. A shot by Nembhard, no good. New Orleans with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Big Daddy. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Ingram. Out to Smith. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Big Daddy. Valanciunas with a screen on Smith. Inside. Valanciunas finds McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This one was overwhelming.